Hello and welcome. You're watching Cricbuzz Comm Box at the end of the 10 overs of South Africa's innings, and this is how they're placed. They've, of course, lost a few wickets, but they've also scored runs. At the end of 10 overs, they're 70 for 3. Now, when you're 70 for 3 at the end of 10 overs, Joy, it's a good score. It's not a bad score. It's a bad score when you're chasing 238, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 200. I mean, the amount of runs that they're chasing, this is unusual score.
Yeah.
Normally, you will see teams going for it and coming close. 70 for 6 is okay. 100 for 3 is okay. Maybe 70 for 3, you're asking yourself, are they not taking any chances at all? Because the point of it is, and here's what I want to say, that you are playing a bilateral match as a preparation to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You're not really playing. Run rate is not going to make a difference later. That means coming close to India's target is not going to make a difference. Whether you lose by 140 runs or lose by 40 runs, it's just a win or a loss. That's all that matters. So that's why I find this, the way they're playing, a bit perplexing.
Yeah, it is. It is because at the end of 10 overs, you still need 168 runs from the back 10. And the way both the batters, Miller and Quinton de Kock, are batting out there, it doesn't seem like they want to get those runs and they want to bat at a run rate that would be befitting that kind of a target. And you're right, it's baffling. But initially, if we talk about the initial phase of play, Arshdeep Singh was brilliant again with the ball, Joy. And do you think that light failure kind of helped South Africa? Because the way the Indian bowlers had their tails up, they could have perhaps had a few more there.
Yeah, they absolutely did. The rest helped them, the sort of recouping helped them. But also, Aiden Markram is a class batsman, and he's the only one of the South Africans who really attacked back. I mean, none of the others. I mean, and he went after the bowler who actually Arshdeep did so beautifully in his first, and then he went for 16 in his second, and he really attacked Arshdeep. And I just liked the way he went about his business. I mean, Arshdeep has been bowling so well. Deepak Chahar has been bowling absolutely brilliantly. But I think that is what good batsmen do. They counter attack immediately. Again, we talk about this playing defensive. T20 cricket is not meant to be played defensive unless you've knocked out the other team for 90 and you can afford to, knock.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. And the way they were bowling as well, and the one thing that you and AJ were both very keen on seeing is the kind of lengths that the Indian bowlers bowl, and they've been very spot on and perhaps not fallen into the trap that the South African bowlers had. But in the back 10, do you expect them to go for it a bit more, Joy? I mean, both the batters are capable of hitting big.
Surely they will. Surely they will. But I think that's the thing. The opportunity they had is to take on somebody like an Ashwin. And I know the ball's turning away from them. And again, Aksar is very accurate. But you have to go after the spinners if you're going to make a difference. Because at the end of the day, after this, hitting the fast bowlers is not going to be easy. The ball is getting softer all the time. So they're making the life more difficult for them. They're giving themselves less and less of a chance of even making a fight for it. And that's the one thing that they'll be thinking about. I think somewhere the coach will say, okay, this time Boucher will turn around and say, it's time, guys. Now step up the next.
Yeah, correct. Let's have a look at South Africa's playing 11 before we leave and show you the kind of batting that they have. So they do still have some big guns out there coming into bat, but they also need some very big runs. The required run rate right now is 16.8. So you've got to go like now. Do they or don't they? Will, of course, remains to be seen. But that's all that we have for you on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Thank you, Joy, for joining us. We'll see you in just a bit on Cricbuzz Live.